Ever been in a gondola that decided to take a detour? Well, buckle up because you're about to hear an Italian travel story that's as saucy as a plate of spaghetti marinara. Imagine this. You're in Venice, the city of canals, brimming with excitement for that iconic gondola ride. The cool breeze off the water, the enchanting Italian architecture, and the smell of fresh pizza wafting through the air. Ah, La Dolce Vita! Then just as you're settling into your gondola ready to be serenaded under the Italian sky, your gondolier takes an unexpected turn. Suddenly you're not on the Grand Canal anymore, but weaving through a labyrinth of lesser-known waterways. Your heart skips a beat, but then you realize, this is not a wrong turn, it's an adventure. And what an adventure it was! Full of laughter, surprises, and yes, a gondolier with a soft spot for 80s pop hits. And just like that, we ended up in a Venetian backwater, serenaded by a gondolier with a love for 80s pop hits. After the gondola ordeal, we thought we'd seen it all. Oh, how wrong we were. Our next stop? Pisa, or as I like to call it, the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Our journey to Pisa was a whirlwind of laughter and anticipation. The Tuscan landscape rolled by like a vivid painting, all sun-kissed hills and ancient olive groves. As we neared Pisa, our excitement was palpable. But, as fate would have it, our sense of direction wasn't as sharp as our sense of adventure. Spotting a sign that said Pisa, we hurriedly parked our car and rushed towards what we thought was the famous Leaning Tower. Imagine our surprise when we found ourselves in front of a quaint little pizzeria, aptly named Leaning Tower of Pizza. Our initial disappointment quickly turned into amusement as we realized our blunder. But hey, when life gives you a pizza place instead of a world-famous monument, you order a pizza, right? And oh, what a pizza it was! Thin crust, perfect cheese-to-sauce ratio, topped with the freshest of local ingredients. We laughed, we ate, we made memories. The Leaning Tower of Pizza may not have been the architectural marvel we were seeking, but it sure was a culinary delight. So there we were, munching on the best pizza of our lives under what we thought was the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We left Pisa with full bellies and headed to Rome, ready to take on the city of love. Little did we know, Rome had its own plans for us. Rome, with its ancient Colosseum standing tall amidst the modern city, has a way of making you feel like you've stepped into a time machine. The cobblestone streets, the aroma of freshly baked pizza wafting through the air, and the ever-present hum of Vespers zipping by. It's a symphony of sensations that leaves you spellbound. Now let me paint you a picture. We decided to explore this enchanting city, map in hand, and a sense of adventure in our hearts. But Rome, with its labyrinth of narrow streets, had a different idea. Before we knew it, we were lost. But when in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? With our broken Italian and a lot of hand gestures, we ended up at the doorstep of a quaint Roman house. Imagine our surprise when we were mistaken for long-awaited dinner guests. Embracing the unexpected, we found ourselves amidst a bustling family dinner full of laughter, delicious food, and yes, plenty of vino. The night ended with us belting out Italian pop songs at an impromptu karaoke session. Who knew getting lost could lead to such a wonderful adventure? And that's how we ended up singing karaoke with a lovely Italian family after getting lost in the streets of Rome. Talk about Roman hospitality! Our Italian adventure was coming to an end, but not without one last hilarious incident. Our final day was a whirlwind of last-minute shopping, scooping up keepsakes to remember our trip. We said our goodbyes to newfound friends, promising to return and share more laughter and memories. Now here's the funny bit. As we raced to the airport, we almost missed our flight, all thanks to a mix-up with Italian words. You see, uscita means exit, not toilet. So instead of finding the restroom, we ended up in the airport exit. We sprinted back, hearts pounding, laughter echoing through the terminal. In the end, we made it just in time, a story to remember and a lesson in Italian vocabulary. As the plane took off, leaving behind the beautiful Italian landscape, we knew we'd be back. After all, who could resist another round of unexpected gondola rides and pizza mix-ups?